Where? Right here?
Right down there. They're right on it. They're right on it.
My group has gone quiet, and I'm not sure where they are.
So were you the first female huntsman in America?
I tend to think so, but I'm not sure. I know Rhoda Hopkins was hunting hounds, but I'm not sure when she started. And Rhoda was a little older than me, so she hunted packs in Connecticut and then the Old Chatham for a while. Millbrook was very friendly in that way, and they were very encouraging, and in fact, the retiring huntsman, Earl Chadwell, was absolutely wonderful. He might have not been, but he was very supportive. So I had a very good long run there, not really feeling a whole lot of gender differences, but it was just as time went by, and my daughter started to try to do these things, that I saw that she was really facing an uphill battle.
Sarah Martin, honorary whip for the Bridlesburg Hunt. I've been hunting since I was 8 years old, and I am going to be 35 next month, so 27 seasons, 26 seasons, something like that. I think 27. It's actually funny. Heidi Fox came to my mother for side saddle lessons, and she was a member of Merrimack Valley, which has since merged with Bridlesburg in 2001. But my mom had never hunted, and she really wanted to hunt side saddle. Heidi did. So she came to my mom for lessons and was like, how come you guys don't hunt? So on Boxing Day, when I was 8, my whole family went out, kids on ponies, me and my sister on ponies, and my mom, and we all just kind of instantly fell in love with hunting, and that was that. My whole family used to hunt. My mom used to dress us in our hunt clothes, stocks tied and everything. We had to get all of our tack and trailer the night before, our ponies clean, sheets on, and we would stumble out of bed, stumble down, hand the lead rope to my mom to load the ponies, get in the car, eat our oatmeal, fall back asleep, wake up, get on the ponies, and go.
Okay, so I'm Patty. My last name is Rosaliana. I am a member of the Bridlesburg Hunt for the past 4 years, and for the past 2.5, I've been working as an honorary whip, and I've also, on Wednesdays, I lead the bee field.
They asked, Hopton Kimball asked me what I would suggest to do to start to improve the pack and the hunting and whatnot, because it was not good at that time. And I think I wrote her a 7-page letter. And then they asked me to be on the search committee for a new huntsman. So I said, okay, I will do that. And we interviewed, I don't know, 3 or 4 guys. And by the time we finished with the 4th guy, I thought to myself, these guys are pathetic. I could do this myself.
When I went to nursing school back in the 70s, nursing was a predominantly female profession. And so in terms of hospital administration and moving up the career path, it was not at all uncommon for women to move up.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like just in general, a man says he can do it, and, they go, oh yeah, okay. And when a 5-foot-tall, 110-pound girl says, I can do it, people go, that's nice, sweetie, So, but fortunately for me, my riding spoke for itself, and I'm a pretty pushy broad.
So we had a little tiff about that, but I don't know what they thought. But they came, I think they came around finally and realized. that they did have to pay me. And eventually, I think eventually by the time I retired, I was making about as much as Eleanor is making now, which is, I think she's somewhere around $30,000 a year. This is pathetic, puny. On the other hand, I think those who are in charge assume that we all are so keen to do this that we'll do it for hardly any money, which is also true, you know. Now you get into this. It's a great thing. It's a great way. It's a great profession, because you look forward to every day. And what kind of a job can you ever find out in the real world that you look forward to going to every day? Because there's the hounds. You know, they're always glad to see you, no matter what. There probably is going to be a female wave as well, and I don't know what hazards are lurking for women, because I didn't really encounter those myself. And when I realized that Eleanor was going to have a hard time, was the guy that was whipping in had retired, and she was supposed to take on his position. And she had an interview with the masters, and they told her that there's this, the whip's house is right on the road at the Millbrook Hunt, and they said that they were going to put her in the upstairs apartment. And she said she thought that if she were going to do Bob's job, that she ought to have Bob's house. And she was told that they might have to hire a man with a family. Well, she was a woman with a family. And she came back in tears and told me that. And I said, you need to leave, because they're not going to ever pay much attention to you.
I was able to progress rather quickly at Bridlespur. Had a lot to do with my writing ability, but I also had a lot to do with the fact that as soon as I became a member and saw how fun it was, and the order and tradition of it, and the teamwork and the strategy part of fox hunting really resonated with my military experience and some of my leadership experience. So no, I've had absolutely no problem moving up in the hunt world.
Reviews. You know, when you see documentaries and they're like, no audio. No, there's not going to be any audio, I don't think. Not on this part.